channel. I do want to start off by letting you know that this is my very first YouTube video. I did want to start off by just doing a 25 questions about me. I was going to start off by doing the 50, but honestly, after looking, I couldn't find anything interesting. So I did find 25, just for you to get to know me a little bit better. I did write them down, so I'm just gonna start and answer them. Hopefully this video isn't too long, and just be patient with me. I'm still a little nervous, but I'm gonna start off with the first question. So number one, what's your dream job? So my dream job is, I want to be a salon owner. I've always wanted to do half salon, half barbershop. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. So that's my dream job, is to own my own salon and barbershop. Number two is, what's a nickname only your family calls you? So my family calls me Mio. It started with my nephew when he was little. He's 18 now. When he was little, he couldn't say my name. He couldn't say Tia. So he first started calling me Ata. When he called me Ata, I was like, oh, he doesn't know how to say Tia. And then he started calling me Mio. And ever since then, it just stuck. All the kids, when they were getting a little older, they caught on to it, so they started calling me Mio as well. So they call my nickname for my family is Mio. Number three, what are my future goals? My future goals is, like I said on the first question, is to open my own salon and barbershop. I do want to eventually purchase a home, and hopefully in the future I could have a baby. Number four, how can someone tell if I'm having a bad day? So I'm not gonna lie, back then I had a really bad temper, and I had no shame in showing that side. It got to a point where my family didn't want to be around me, is what I felt like. And when I started feeling that way, I think I calmed down a little bit more, to be a little bit more, I'm not gonna say less angry, but just to be a little bit more calm. And now I think that you can tell that I'm having a bad day, because I'm really quiet. My husband can usually tell right away without me even saying anything, is he knows something's bothering me. So yeah, I was really bad though. Number five, what's the worst thing I've eaten out of politeness? So one thing that I don't like to eat is nopales. I'm not judging anybody who likes them, everybody's different, but nopales to me are so disgusting. I remember one time my older sister made nopales with eggs, and I had to force myself to eat them because the consistency of them, yuck. I literally, I don't know how I did it. I don't even think honestly that I finished them, but to say that I would make them or ask her to make them for me again, no thank you. No offense to you, sis, I mean, good job, but no, nopales is not my thing. Number six, what's one thing that I would change about myself? I think the one thing that I would change about myself is how hard I am on myself. Sometimes I feel like even though I'm doing the best I can, to me it's not good enough. and I will sit here and I will mentally break myself down just because I feel like what I'm doing isn't enough. And it's not because someone told me it was enough, it's just the way that I feel. Like I overthink too much. So my head is telling me, oh, you could have done better. But I think that's one thing that I would change about myself, is just the way that I bring myself down a lot. Number 7, who makes you feel the best about yourself? My husband. He makes me feel the best about myself because I feel like not only because he's my husband, he knows what to say to me, but even without me saying anything, he knows that something's wrong. So he says what he can to make me feel better. And yeah, so it works a lot of the time. Like I forget what I was even upset about, or what made me feel that way, just by the way that he tries to make me feel better. Another person or people is my nieces. My older sister's 2 daughters, Neveli and Janessa. Those little girls are like my little bestest friends. I don't have a lot of friends, so it's gonna sound really sad, but they are usually the ones that if I, especially the little one, Neveli, I can sit here and bring myself down, and she's always the one to push me, and she'll tell me, oh no, don't think like that. Or she's honestly like, I feel like she's like a little grown up in a little girl's body, because I feel like she's so smart for her age. So I don't know, my nieces are like my little best friends. They bring out the best. They make me feel the best about myself. Number 8, what's the longest you've gone without a shower? Let me see. I think it's been a day. And honestly, I think because I think it's because when I'm sick, I don't feel like doing anything, not even showering. So I mean, I'm not saying I've only been sick once in my life, but that I can remember, it's only been one day that I've gone without taking a shower. I'm not gonna, go into deeds, but yeah. Let's see. Number 9, what would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell? I think I would be more understanding of my husband farting all the time. Like I wouldn't have to smell it. So, cause sometimes when and I don't get grossed out, but I don't know, I would rather not smell them. So I think it would be people's fart or body odor. That's what would be the best thing of not having a sense of smell. Number 10, what makes you nervous? Obviously when it comes to interviews make me nervous. I can be really excited the day before, but when the day of comes, I get really super nervous. My stomach hurts, and I think it's just my anxiety, or just I think everybody gets nervous when it comes to interviews. Also when I drive on the freeway, I refuse to drive on the freeway. If I absolutely have to, I will, but if I don't, I avoid it. If I have to get somewhere in 20 minutes and I have to take the freeway, I leave like an hour early just to get there on time to take the main street. So I just can't do the freeway. 11, if you could invite 4 famous people to dinner, who would it be and why? So I wrote down, don't judge me. I'm the kind of person that loves to laugh. I like to make jokes. So yeah, I put down Kevin Hart, Seth Rogen, George Lopez, and Gabriel Iglesias. I think that if we had dinner with them, that would be the best. That would be freaking laughing till your stomach hurt. So that's who I would invite to dinner. Number 12, do you like your name and why? I do like my name. I feel like it's unique. I haven't really, like, I've heard it before, but I haven't really heard a lot of people have it. A lot of people mispronounce it. My name is Imelda, and some people call me Esmeralda. How that happens, I have no idea. But that's the only thing I don't like about it, is that people mispronounce it. But other than that, I feel like it's a unique name. It's not really heard of a lot. 13, what impression do you think you give when you first meet someone? So every time I meet someone and they get to know me and I guess we become close, I have been told that I look mean. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I do look mean, but that's just my face. I have resting bitch face and I do look mean, but I'm honestly not. So that's where the don't judge a book by its cover comes in. And that's what I always tell everybody when they tell me, like, that's why you don't judge a book by its cover just by the way they look, because I'm the sweetest person ever. Ask anybody. 14, if you were invisible for a day, what would you do? I think that I would prank people. I think I'd go around tying people's shoelaces together, go around behind people slapping people's butts, you know, just blaming it on the person behind them. Yeah, I would do a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be doing. I mean, might as well, you're invisible, no one's gonna see you. 15, do you accept compliments easily or do you hate them? So before, when I would get complimented, I would always roll my eyes and be like, whatever, you know, you're such a liar. But now I think there's a reason why people compliment you, I guess. I get a lot of compliments about my makeup, my nails. Yeah, so I've learned to just take the compliment. It actually it makes me feel good. And if I'm having a bad day and someone, oh hey, you know, I like your makeup, it makes my day. So I've learned to accept them. 16, what do most people think of you that's not true? And like I said before, it's that I'm mean, or I'm in a bad mood, or just by looking at my face. That's it's not true. Like, it's not that I don't like to smile, it's just that's how my face rests. Like, I can't control, I can't, like, maybe there's a surgery I can do, but I'm not about that life, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. 17, have you ever saved someone's life? Okay, so the only thing that I can think of is one day I was making bacon wrapped hot dogs, and I'm the type of person, like, when I cook for my nieces or my nephews, they eat first and I will eat last. I serve them, let them eat, and then so this day I was at my older sister's house, and I'm not sure where she was, but it was like, I want to say 2-3 years ago, and my little niece was only like 6. I want to say 5 or 6, and she was eating a hot dog, and she started grabbing her throat, and I looked at her like she was playing, like, and then I can tell, like, she started crying, and she had a piece of bacon stuck in her throat. Like, she didn't chew it all the way, she swallowed it and it got stuck. The only thing I can think of is to try to do the Heimlich. So I pushed down on her stomach a few times and I noticed that it wasn't budging. So I didn't know what else to do. So I stuck my finger down her throat because I could still see the bacon. And I grabbed the little piece and I pulled it out. And then I just remember after that, she hugged me and I hugged her, and I was just like, I felt so bad because at first I thought she was playing, but we always joke about that. And I'm like, oh, remember that day I saved your life? Or she'll tell me, oh, you remember that day you saved my life? It's a joke because anybody could have done that for her, but that was just my quick reaction to that. So yeah, I saved her life. 18, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? Like I said before, it is hopefully I have at least 2 kids by then, own my own home and my own business with my husband. So that's where I see myself. 19, are you a morning person or a night owl? I feel like I'm both. I do stay up pretty late. I do pack my husband's lunch for work Monday through Friday, the night before, but I do wake up early to pack it in his lunch box. So I stay up pretty late, maybe 1 or 2 Monday through Friday. I wake up at 5 to pack his lunch, and sometimes I'll go back to sleep, but not all the time. On the weekends when he is off, we always swear we're gonna sleep in, and it's always like we wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we don't really sleep in. We wake up pretty early for going to sleep really late. So I think I'm both. Number 20, have you ever been bullied? Yes, I have. When I was in middle school, I think it was like 7th grade. 6th or 7th grade, there was this boy that was always insulting me. He was just always telling me that I was fat, and mind you, he was a chubby little guy too, but I wasn't the type to be, oh well, you know, you're chubby too, or anything like that. I'm a very sensitive person, and obviously as a child you're a little more sensitive. Stuff hurts a little more. So yeah, I was bullied. 21, how many pillows do you sleep with? We have like 5 pillows on the bed, and I only sleep with 2, I believe. 22, do you collect anything? I think the only thing I collect, I want to say makeup, because even if I don't need it, I buy it just to sit there and collect dust. Favorite season, I think fall. I love Halloween. I love to dress up. So yeah, favorite season, I like the cold, and that's not too cold, not too warm. So I would have to say fall. 24, what was my first job? My first job was fast food. I worked at Arby's when I was 14 years old. I believe I was there for 2 years, and then I went to another fast food place, but Arby's was my first job. 25, if my house was on fire and had 1 minute and I had 1 minute to leave, what would I take with me? And I think I would take my husband. Okay, I know I will take my husband if the house was on fire, and I would take what I thought was, I would just grab whatever I could on the way out. Honestly, I'm just gonna be really honest and say that. But the number one thing I would take would be my husband. So yeah, so that's all the questions that I came up with or that I found online. I did try to look for more, but honestly, I didn't feel like they were that interesting. So I'm gonna try to upload at least 2 to 3 times a week. So hopefully it works out how I want it to work out. Don't mind my backdrop. I was having technical difficulties today, no lie. It took me an hour. So I hope it's not too distracting back there. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like my video, and share it with your friends. I mean, I'm a pretty cool girl, you know. I like to make people laugh. And yeah, I will be doing different kinds of videos, so just look out for that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.